Hi, welcome to the Community Forum. My name is John Goliatino and I'm your host. This evening we have some old friends of the show back, the Exchange Club, and they're always up to something, and they're up to plenty lately. In this program we're going to be talking about Scouts and the Exchange's role in the Scouts. With me this evening we have Bill Murphy, who's their chaplain and Scout extraordinaire. We have Bob LeFevre, who's the historian. Yes, historian. Yes, I was going to say that. And then Terry Whalen is their president. Okay, so welcome once again to the show.
Thank you.
Before we get into our prepared remarks, if you can tell us a little bit of how you got involved with Exchange, a little bit about your background, and give us like a minute each.
I've been a member of the Exchange Club now for over 25 years. I first became interested in it, believe it or not, was when they were running the Eagle Scout program many, many years ago up at the old American Legion Hall on Elm Street, if you remember that. And then when my schedule finally eased up a little bit, I did join the Exchange Club on the invitation of Bob LeFevre, Bernie Reedy, a past president, and some other people who belong to it. And it's been a very, very rewarding experience for me. And although I do function as the club chaplain, my role here tonight is to speak as the person who's the chairman of the Scout Recognition Night.
Okay, very good. Now we've clarified that. Okay. Bob?
I have been a member of Exchange Club just about 40 years. And when I was in my late 30s, I decided I needed to do things
Get out of the
in
house.
the community. And the 3 or 4 members that sponsored me at that time are no longer here. And at that time, I was immediately placed on the American Citizenship Committee. I'll speak about that in a little while, but in those days, you were assigned, not asked. And from that point, I've served as president twice, and so I've been secretary for a long time, and historian. And I really enjoy it because it's a tremendous way to see what's going on in the community and to serve. I mean, it's a great organization, it really is. And I'm very happy with what I do. Okay. I mean, there's youth and community service, American citizenship, so many programs, so many.
That was going to be my next question as to what is the Exchange, but we'll go to Terry and have him do a spiel, and then
he's the president.
Clue us in on that stuff.
Yes, John, I've been a member for about 10 years now, and I joined a little bit later, but I was sponsored by Dick Murray and a couple of other folks. And I just like the Exchange Club because they're so active in the community. They get involved with the youth, they get involved with the veterans, get involved with the Scouts, and always making a contribution. From what I could see, they're active basically all year round, so I love that. And so we recognize the Youth of the Year. We recognize the Young Citizenship, to get the kids in young, to explain citizenship to them and let them learn then. The Scouts with the Gold and the Eagle Scout, 2 of the top honors, and just exceptional people achieve those. And the veterans, welcoming the veterans back and honoring some of the veterans from as far back as the Second World War and right up to the current time. So those kind of things attracted me. And
Very good.
Tonight we're really focusing on the Scouts, and Deacon Murphy has got a great program. So.
And at this point in time, so we don't forget, could you give us your website and your email for those that have questions? I want to know more about the Exchange. So we'll do it a couple of times, but
okay.
Yeah.
It's Danbury Exchange, www.danburyexchange.com. So,
and the email can go there
too. The email is danbury.exchange at earthlink.net.
Okay, very good.
Our major focus is the prevention of child abuse. Okay. That is the national program. All clubs across the country are involved with trying to fight that.
We're going to have a separate program for that. Okay,
Right.
very good. All right. Now, how did we get into the Scouts? How did that start? Was that always part of the program? And you had something recent where you wanted to have a picture shown, right?
Yes, we recognize Scouts, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts each year in January who have earned either the Boy Scout Eagle Award or the Girl Scout Gold Award, which is their highest rank. We have a dinner. We invite the Scouts, parents of course, brothers and sisters, and a Scout leader to be our guest at this particular dinner. So we'll be having one this coming January to recognize all of the Scouts who have earned the award in this year of 2015. My involvement in Scouting goes way back. I joined Boy Scouts in 1952, which seems like it was another century, but it was.
There was another
It was
century.
another century. And
Do you want to put the picture up now? That
sure, we
have?
can put the picture up
Yeah,
that
'cause
shows.
we have a picture that we. Anytime you're ready, I'm talking to the control room. If they can put that up, and I think if somebody can let me know if it's up there.
The veterans,
Do they have the picture up?
the veterans are up.
Oh.
The others.
Okay.
Not the Scouts.
Okay. All right, wrong picture.
There's
All right.
the Scouts.
Okay, we got the Scouts. Okay, very good. All right. Do you want to talk about that picture that we have up there?
This was
Yeah.
from one of our dinners. This was actually 2 years ago.
Okay.
And that particular year, the young girls were unable to attend. Very, very often, your Eagle Scouts and your Gold Award people earn the award when they're seniors in high school. By the time it comes around to recognize them, they're away at college. And unfortunately, the two young ladies who were recognized that year were unable to attend. So this year, it looks like an all-male event, but it is not. My involvement goes back, as I said, I started in Boy Scouting in
52.
1952, a long, long time ago. And as a boy, I earned the Eagle Scout Award. Something, one of the achievements I'm still very proud of. And when I joined the Exchange Club, I knew they had the program. I knew several of the people who were running it, and I said, this is one I want to definitely be involved in. At that particular time, it was being run by Don Malillo and Jimmy Purcell. Don, unfortunately, has passed. Jimmy Purcell is still alive and well. I believe he's 92 years old. But I picked up
God bless.
after they retired, and I've been running it, I'll bet now, for about the last 15 years or so. And it's a great undertaking, it really is. And to get to know the young people, very often the people who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. They've demonstrated their leadership skills in Scouting, and very often they're demonstrating it as they go on to college also.
Do you and other members, help them go through the different routines that they need? I forget what they call it.
Merit badges are different
Yeah,
ranks. I guess that's a yes and no answer. The club itself does not do it. However, I have been registered in Scouting for many, many years. I have worked as a mentor for Eagle Scouts. I am a merit badge counselor. I have worked within the Diocese of Bridgeport on the Catholic Scout Committee. I was director of Scouting at one particular point. So individual members on their own do help and do work with these young people.
Okay. Any particular thing? There's a scholarship that's. Is there a scholarship that's involved with it?
No, we do not for Scouting. Very, very often these young people are scholarship winners already because they've demonstrated their leadership abilities, I said before. There are scholarships that are available through Scouting here in Fairfield County and also through the national office of the Boy Scouts of America. I should mention that this is one of our oldest programs. It goes back, I am not sure exactly what year. It was started by Frank Stone. If you may remember Stone Paint Company, he was
Yes.
part of
Right.
the Stone family.
Yes.
He was an old-time scouter, very active in the Exchange Club, and he started the program. And I can remember attending a dinner, I think I mentioned before, at the Old American Legion
Yeah.
on Elm Street that was sponsored. And I was then newly married, and I did not have the time to join. But it goes way, way back. And we've recognized many, many scouts over the years who have gone on to be leaders in our community and throughout the state.
So how do these people come to the exchange? In other words, there's a liaison that works with them somewhat, and you select the best of the best, and then they
No,
get
well,
out
they're all the best of the best, John.
Oh, okay,
They're all
all
the
right.
best of the best.
Okay.
What I will do normally in about September, I will contact the Scout offices. I will speak to the Scout executives. I'd say and they know me by now because I've been working with them for many, many years. I need the names of the young men and the young ladies who have earned these awards. And I get the names, addresses. I send them a letter. I make some phone calls. I sometimes have to bird dog them because very, very often they're away at college, so I have to be talking to mom and dad at home and make arrangements. But that's the way I do it, through the contacts that I've developed over the course of the years.
Okay. Go ahead.
He mentioned Frank Stone, and way back, I did attend those. They were monumental, 150, 200 people at the Legion. But that was for all Scouts, I believe, not just Eagle. Now it's just Eagle Scouts. And also, at the Eagle Scout program, they are presented with a certificate, an engraved plaque, a flag set, and a gift certificate. But each one is asked and explains what their project was, their Eagle, in order to achieve that rank. And when you hear them talking, all those badges and all the involvements, there's so many objectives that they have to complete in order to get this rank. It's amazing to hear them, the numbers and everything.
I was a Cub Scout and a regular Scout. I never even thought about trying to become an Eagle
and
Scout.
it comes out, all these numbers and facts come out. There were so many presidents of the United States that had achieved Eagle Scout. And I believe we're the only service club, I believe, that honors Scouts outside of their own rank.
So that's your notoriety. You deal with the best of the best. That's what I was trying to say
Bill is
before.
absolutely right. And it's just as difficult for the girls
Yeah.
to reach the gold. I mean,
'Cause they're much
Marita
much
Ripley
tougher.
would come, remember?
She would come, right.
For the gold. And the average is 7 to 8. By the picture there were 8 honorees. And,
And just to illustrate, what's involved, they're like doing 5 projects a month or something?
they're swimming and
The Scout
scouting.
has to earn 21 merit badges. Some of them are very specified. Some citizenship. There's swimming, there's camping, the ones you would expect.
Yeah.
First aid. But then there are other merit badges that the Scout can go, stamp collecting, for instance, if a young man or young woman has a particular interest in that. Or botany, they have a particular interest in that. So that really opens up a lot of different fields, especially for young people, to investigate, to find if this is something that really would be something they would like to do.
So you're having a taste in this and that. Citizenship might be doing a speech, right?
That would be part of it. There's citizenship in the community, citizenship in the nation, and also in the world. So they really got a sampling of all of it.
So that could be like some travel.
Many
do
of
the
them
world.
have traveled through the Scout jamborees throughout the world.
Jamborees. The jamborees.
What happens at a jamboree?
That's
I always have that image of them.
There are 4 exchange members that are Eagles, Bill,
Okay.
and Frank Stone was, Jimmy Purcell, and also a man by the name of George Rivard, who was an Eagle, and he was pretty good in this program. He spoke well to the recipients. Yeah, great
And
program.
The young people, all the Boy Scouts especially, have to do a culminating activity after they're completing the other requirements. And many of the projects have involved work that they've done over at Terry Wild Park. Mayor Boughton has said that he always will have a project or two for